Hello, 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 hello. I'm back today, and we are returning to shiny hunting. Sorry there was no stream yesterday. I was just not feeling up to it. Had a busy week at work and was quite tired, so decided not to stream. But we are back today, and yeah, we're going to be jumping back into the shiny Tynamo hunt that we are doing in Ultra Moon via the Masuda method. We have hatched 300 eggs so far, and yeah, going to be looking to hatch some more today, and maybe, hopefully, potentially get the shiny, but we'll see. We'll give it our best shot anyway. So yeah, let's jump into the game, and I'm just gonna double check the egg situation. Okay, so we do need to pick up an egg at the moment still, so that is fine. We will make sure we do that. One thing just to do. Okay. So yeah, when she's ready, we'll make sure we pick up an egg straight away. Like that. Perfect. Okay, so we have oh, I just remembered I need to put on the Rotom power for hatching as well. Yeah, in the previous couple of streams, we've managed to do 150 eggs in each one. This is stream number 3 for this hunt. And yeah, so we should be getting to 450 today if we, of course, don't get the shiny. All being well, we get the shiny though. But that is still under odds. That's the only thing. 450 is still under odds because odds are 512. But we can hope. We can hope. Well, it wasn't the first one. And she was ready with an egg already. That's good. Oops, sorry. Do apologize. Okay, if it's any of the first 4 eggs, then we've been holding on to a shiny for a week. Which is kind of funny. Okay, one more of the eggs that we've been holding on to. Okay, we haven't been holding on to a shiny for a week. All the eggs now we've picked up today. Wasn't ready with an egg. It's not ready again. Never mind. She keeps proving me wrong. Well, technically I wasn't wrong, but she changed it immediately. Sorry, one sec. I was just double checking that the shininess is more noticeable than I was hoping. Whoops. Did not know you could do that. that I was worried that like the yellow and orange weren't going to be different enough that I was going to be able to notice, but I've just double checked the actual Ultramoon sprite for it, and it's not great, but you can see that it is orange, not yellow. Not ready again. Every time I say it, folds her arms, crosses her arms. about to say she didn't immediately cross her arms, but then, you know, she did. All I gotta do is say it, and then she does it. This is a special encounter, okay? Because it's the 3, 2, 1, shine! That's not shiny. I really want to get a 3, 2, 1 shiny. The countdown shiny. Someday it will happen, surely. Someday. But not today. Unfortunately. That was a very quick hatch. She did only. She still wants to give me one as soon as I start focusing again. Thank you, Squishy. What's up? Hi, how are you doing today? Doing good? Excellent. Glad to hear. I figured. You like Dynamo? I don't really like it shiny, but I'm not against Dynamo. I'm trying to think if I've ever used an Electros in a playthrough. Yeah, that's true. And it is tiny. In Scarlet and Violet, you cannot see these things. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I've ever actually used one in a playthrough before. I might not. I've used a lot of Pokemon. I use a lot of Pokemon that are like you wouldn't normally use. Because I've done a lot of playthroughs of all the Pokemon games. But I'm not sure I've ever used an Electros. I'm not sure. I'm currently working my way through the different generations at the moment, so maybe when I get to Gen 5, we'll use a time. We'll see. Hi, Studio Stamp. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? welcome back. How are you doing today? You were here when I was playing God of War. I haven't played God of War 2. It was probably God of War 1. I haven't played God of War 2 yet. So, yeah. God of War 1. Fun game. And eventually I will get onto playing the second one. Whenever the my random wheel picker picks that game for me. There's a lot of games on there though, so we'll have to wait and see. But I did very much enjoy it. Have you done? Excellent. You haven't beat God of War 4 or 5. I think I've done both of those two. I started with God of War 4. I'm pretty sure I did Ragnarok as well. Pretty sure I did Ragnarok. Which is the 5th one. Pretty sure. I am shiny hunting, yes. Trying to get a shiny Dynamo. Oh, whoops, I did not pick up an egg. My bad. My favorite Pokemon that becomes worse because of shiny coloring. What is it you're asking? Well, my favorite Pokemon is Dragonite, which is worse as the shiny. So I don't know whether you're talking about shiny Dragonite. Unsure. Unsure what your question is. His final Evo is not bad. He can learn some nice moves of being an electric type with Levitate. Yeah. It has no weakness. It's good. Also, just to clear up confusion between Studio Stamp and Squishy, you two can't see each other's comments because I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. One of you is on Twitch, one of you is on YouTube. Just to clarify, that's why I'm talking to two people without you being able to see each other's messages. But yeah, like I said, I am working my way through the different generations at the moment, and I'm not doing it as a Nuzlocke. I don't hate it, but I prefer it's not shiny form. It's worse in shiny form. I don't hate it, but it's worse. Jolteon? Jolteon's not great either, to be fair. Glaceon. Glaceon's one of my favorite Pokemon, and its shiny is pretty bad. Doesn't really change. But yeah, I'm working my way through. I'm not doing Nuzlocks, but oh, that's true. Garchomp is like that too, as well, isn't it? Apart from Mega Garchomp, though, on the other hand, ooh, that's a good shot. That's fair enough, Squishy. Blissey? I'm not sure what Shiny Blissey is. Shiny Blissey just like pale version of Blissey? Is that right? Have I got that right? I understood what you meant, Squishy, don't worry. I was going to say, I when I saw it was on YouTube for you, I was like, I'm sure Squishy's normally on Twitch, but I was like, maybe I'm misremembering it. Slightly like, yeah, okay, I was right. Okay, I need to pick up a couple of eggs. Yeah, what was I saying about the playthroughs? Yeah, so I'm working my way through the different generations at the moment. Not doing Nuzlocks, just doing playthroughs, but I'm using Nuzlocke encounter rules. So I'm not picking a team, I'm encountering the first Pokemon on a route, just like that kind of thing, and I'm only catching the first one. However, I've got a slight modification of the rule on that. Any Pokemon that I used in the Pokemon League of all the games before it, they are excluded from my encounter list. I cannot use those Pokemon again. Just that way it makes it so that I, one, don't pick the team as much, and two, restricts me on Pokemon usage a bit, so I have to use different Pokemon that I wouldn't normally use. It just adds a bit of fun to it. Have I used Crocodile yet? I used Crocodile in my first playthrough of Black and White. I can't remember whether I had Black or White and which one my brother had, but whichever one I had, I used Crocodile on that, on my first ever playthrough. Well, I'm glad you're back, Squishy. One minute. I don't know why I'm doing it. Shiny Crocodile as well. That's a good shiny. I don't think have I had a shiny Crocodile before? I'm not sure. But good shiny. I'm pretty sure I've had at least a shiny Sandile. It's better than Jolteon's. That is true. At least Jolteon's changes a bit. It goes from yellow to a yellowy green. There are some Pokemon that just don't change. Like, there's the bad one. Like Regice. Regice shiny is just Regice. He gets golden vessels, that's true. Oh, I'm still an egg behind. I need to concentrate on picking up eggs. Sorted it out. Back up to the right number of eggs. Dynamax is also a bad shiny. It's like, yeah, I know. It gets slightly like a more bluey color, but also an orange squiggle. But yeah, you actually like shiny Garchomp. It's not too different, but you could say, but you're a fan of the colors more than it seems. It's fair enough. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you liking it. You like the shades. Fair enough. I definitely prefer shiny Mega Garchomp. The pink. I like shinies that change. I don't mind shinies that are outrageous colors and stuff. A lot of people don't like green shinies, like Espeon. I actually really like it, but I like shinies that change a lot. I say that, and then my favorite shiny is Umbreon, which doesn't change too much, but the blue and black of shiny Umbreon is just so good. Espeon has yeah, they're good shinies. They're good shinies. Umbreon is my favorite shiny. Do I need to pick up an egg? Am I at the right point with it? I am. Okay, it's all good. I am worried I'm gonna get a shiny Dynamo and not notice. Luckily with this hunt method, it's not the end of the world if I do miss one, because I've still got all of the, like, all 348 now of the Pokemon I've hatched. I still have them all, so if there is a shiny in there, I can go find it. It's just finding out whether I have missed one or not. I'm pretty sure I can find out via the Pokedex if I've missed it, though. Because I highly doubt I have a shiny Tynamo before this hunt. For you, the shiny form needs to fit the Pokemon. You don't like when it's too vibrant or one color. Green, blue, pink, and yellow feel kind of common. But if it fits the Pokemon, you don't mind it. That's fair enough, yeah. No, I just like it when it changes. So the vibrant colors, even if it's just one solid color, as long as it's different from the Pokemon, I like it. But I do also like some more subtle ones, as long as, like you say, it fits the Pokemon. Like, on the cycling down below, Badoo doesn't change too much, but the purple on its, like, front, that looks good. I like that. And Roselia and Roserade don't change too much, but their flowers change color, and that's really cool. Green sometimes is ugly, but you like Golbat because you think the green complements the red wings. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't mind the Zubat and Golbat shinies. I know a lot of people don't like them because obviously you get a lot of them. I personally haven't actually had that many. I think I've just got the whole line. I think I've just got Zubat, Golbat, and Crobat. I think I've only had 3, but I know a lot of people don't like them because of how common they are. Because it's Zubat, and Zubat is common, so you often get a lot of shiny Zubat. Also, that's 350 eggs hatched. We're flying through the hatches. That's one thing with Tynamo is it's a quick hatch. Like, it doesn't take long to hatch each of these eggs. It's pretty good. It's no Magikarp, but it's fine. Magikarp's just extremely fast to hatch. Zubat is kind of like Pidgey and Rattata, where it's overly abundant, but Zubat makes its way into multiple regions. But you kind of like this one. That's fair. Yeah, no, there aren't many Pokemon that I like actively dislike. Actually, I don't know if there's many Pokemon I dislike. I'm not sure I could make a dislike list. between 7 and 8 are probably your least favorite. You can try to give them some Pokemon. Yeah, to be fair, I do agree. The later generations are the weaker of the Pokemon designs, but that for one is possibly because of obviously there's a lot of Pokemon already, so it's hard to come up with new designs. And two, I've been playing Pokemon since Pokemon Silver. Nostalgia helps me like the earlier generation Pokemon. Gen 5 was probably the weirdest point, but you were still a full-on Pokemon fan. It was mostly exciting. See, Gen 5, when that was coming out, was when I was, I was in like sixth form, towards the end of school, and it was like the point where I was like not really that into Pokemon. Not as much as I had been in the up to Gen 4, and certainly not where I am now. When that came out, I still played it. I still got it. I still played through the game and stuff, but I didn't really pay too much attention to Gen 5. Because I was like, I didn't really care that much. But I thought, you know what? I'll get it. I'll play it because I've played the rest of the Pokemon games. I will play through it. Going back to Gen 5, quite a few years ago now. But a few years after it was released, when I got back into Pokemon again, properly, massively, I was like, this game is actually really good. Gen 5 they're really good games. I really enjoy Gen 5. But yeah, I do remember the announcements of Sun and Moon and stuff, because I'd started streaming by that point. Or I hadn't been streaming that long, but I had been streaming, and it was fun to be able to build the excitement up while streaming and have other people talk about it and stuff in streams. That's the only time I've been out, not into Pokemon, is Gen 5. Gen 6 came around, and yeah, I was straight back into it. I was at uni at that point, and I'm pretty sure I was at uni at that point. When did X and Y come out? Maybe. I'm trying to think if it might have been Aurus that I was at uni for. I'm trying to remember. No, I was at uni for X and Y. That was first year. Was that first year? Or would that have been second? That would have been second. But yeah, no, that came out and I was like, yes, I want to play Pokemon again. And played a lot of Pokemon. And with Aurus, I was like, okay, I'm doing loads of shiny hunting now. And then I got into streaming. Mine wasn't really peer pressure that stopped me playing Pokemon. I was just interested in other games and stuff. So I didn't spend as much time playing Pokemon. I kind of just spent. I was playing on my console. We had an Xbox 360 and Xbox One and stuff at that point. Probably a 360, yeah. Black and White's time. So I was more of a console gamer. I only really played Pokemon if we were away, on holiday or something, or as in the car journey kind of thing. So it wasn't as much. Have you? No, I just read that. Yeah, I've never really cared too much about what other people play and stuff. I just play what I want to play. When did Black and White come out? Yeah, that would have probably been the point where I was playing a lot of Minecraft. Me and my friends used to play Minecraft a lot. Like at school. On our laptops and stuff. And then get home and still play Minecraft. You were into it when it was Encore, and then all the OG fans weren't into it anymore, and your older siblings lost interest. You were still kind of young, so you didn't really get that, but growing up. See, I'm the oldest of me and my brothers, and me and the middle brother, we used to play a lot of them together. We'd get one version each, but then probably Gen 4 was the last he actually played. And I just carried on playing, whereas he didn't. Exactly. And then, ever since Black and White, probably, I've bought both versions myself because reasons. I'm one of those guys who just buys both versions. Throws money at the Pokemon Company, I guess. But I do like to be able to say that I have the full collection of main series Pokemon games. I don't have all the extras, but the main series stuff I have every single version of the English. I don't have Green. I don't have any Japanese games, but the English main series I have everything. And I'm glad I can say that. Yeah. Taking a break is fair. Like, you can still like something and not actively play it constantly. I even during my streaming stuff, I've stopped streaming Pokemon for periods of time because I've gone like, I need a break from Pokemon. And that's also why I don't solely stream Pokemon anymore. I used to, when I first started, for the first few years of streaming, it was Pokemon every single day, shiny hunting every single day. And I got burned out. I had to take a break. I actually took a break from streaming completely because of it. Then came back and yeah, now I stream pretty much any game I want, and I much prefer this way of doing things. But I will always be playing Pokemon. That's why I play Pokemon at weekends. That's my as in on stream. I do play Pokemon a little bit during the week as well, just off stream. My playthrough stuff. But I will always have Pokemon in my stream schedule somewhere. But I can't just play Pokemon. And also, having the other games to play on stream is helping me actually play the games I've wanted to play for a while and stuff. Just never got around to because I'm like, I don't want, like, I've got other stuff I want to do. Whereas if I stream them, it's kind of almost like forcing myself to play games that I've talked about and wanted to play for a while. You like Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's been probably a year since you were into it, but still like it. Yeah, I never truly properly got into Yu-Gi-Oh. we used to have some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I probably still got them somewhere. And I had a Yu-Gi-Oh Game Boy Advance game. Yu-Gi-Oh. In fact, it's probably. With all my Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games. Yeah, here we go. Yu-Gi-Oh! Worldwide Edition. Stairway to the Destiny Duel. It's very hard to read. The text on this thing is tiny. Yeah, I used to play this game a lot. I enjoyed it. I didn't fully understand what I was doing in it, but it was still fun. Oops. Sorry. Sorry, I pulled the USB out by accident. One sec. Let me just fix it back in properly. Okay. Do we need to pick up an egg? I wasn't constrained. Yes, which is not right. No, but yeah, I never, like I say, I never fully got into Yu-Gi-Oh. I used to watch the anime a bit when I was younger, when it was like on at the same time as Pokemon and stuff. I think we also tend to find things similar to what we like. I think a lot of Power World fans still love Pokemon, but they are too burned out or too disappointed with where it went. To be fair, I have played a lot of Power World, but I would still prefer to play Pokemon over Power World. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed playing Power World. Power World's fun, but Pokemon is just the game, my game. Like it's my go-to for everything. It's Pokemon. I've made so many friends through playing Pokemon as well. That's the thing. But yeah, I play so many different kinds of games. Like there are certainly certain games I don't play. There's certain genres of games that I don't ever see myself playing, and I don't want to try and get into those kind of games. Like, they are not the games for me. Like, I'm not a very big multiplayer fan. I don't play any multiplayer games, like online multiplayer games. I just don't find them interesting. I like stories. I want to be immersed into a world and have a story told for that world. That's what I like. It also needs to have like a definite end. Nearly always, not always, but most of the time I want a game that like I can actually finish. Obviously, I play Minecraft a lot, which obviously doesn't have an official. Obviously, it has an end. Like, there is a point to which you can finish the game and have credits and stuff, but it's more than that kind of thing. And I do play that. And I guess the other game that you could consider not having a story or an endpoint would be FIFA. Well, FC. I play that a lot, but I've implemented a story to that and an end goal and an end point to the game. So kind of it kind of still fits into the genre of games I play. Took you a while to come to terms with where Pokemon is now, especially since you were more of an old school fan. But rather than being upset, you can take a break and come back to it later and find new enjoyment in what you ended up doing. Yeah, I definitely agree that Pokemon isn't the same as what it was when I first grew up with it. I mean, I still like the new Pokemon games. Not as much as I like the originals and the old games. And I will always go back to the old games. But I will still play all the new Pokemon games. I'm still going to play them. I still enjoy them. Like Scarlet and Violet, yeah, it didn't run great. It wasn't... The performance and the graphics aren't great, but I actually really like the story of Scarlet and Violet. And I am looking forward to Legends ZA, and I will call it ZA. I know I'm English. Technically it's ZA for me, but it just doesn't sound right saying ZA. I am looking forward to playing that. I think I need to pick up 2 eggs. I think I've got distracted again, and I don't have the right number of eggs. Yeah, I do need another one. Oh, I forgot to pick up an egg again. Oh man. Oh well. I do have a fun Pokemon Shiny hunting project coming up soon as well, which I'm looking forward to jumping into. Not sure exactly when that's going to start. Maybe next week. We'll see. I need to speak to Bug about it. We're still sorting out the layouts and stuff for it, but I am looking forward to jumping into it. You're getting back into collecting cards lately, and you have actually been wanting to get some of the new figures. Yeah, I did quite a bit of Pokemon card collecting a few years ago, but it got too expensive. I spent too much money on it, and I forgot to pick up an egg again. Yeah, I can't justify the pricing of it now, unfortunately. Oh, she was ready with an egg straight away. Excellent. Yeah, I've got quite a lot of cards. My cupboard that's over there is full of full, but there's a lot of Pokemon cards in there. Like, obviously I could make a bit of my money back by selling them, but it's effort. At some point I'll sell them. I'll get around to it. That's only my duplicates. I'm not going to sell my non-duplicates. They're in binders. You picked a bad time. You can see the prices are currently way up now, and you think you don't know the reason for that. Scalps. Do I need an egg? Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe sometime in the future I will get back into the card collecting. We'll see. We'll see. Depends on pricing and also my financial situations and stuff like that. almost have base set completed, but you'll probably wait for things to settle down before getting new packs. You always check the store just in case, but usually see nothing and stuff. Yeah, that's fair. Neg. I can never remember how big's the neg anymore. The last few sets seemed pretty interesting though. You'd like Surging Sparks and Journey together. I haven't actually really been looking at the sets recently, to be honest. Just because I know I can't afford to buy cards at the moment, so I haven't even bothered to like look at them because I don't want the temptation. So I just stayed clear. Trying to get the nursery person to get the dragon one. Next one hatched straight away. Thing is, by the end of this year, I should be able to start properly saving up for things again. I've nearly finished paying off my car, and that's the main financial constraint at the moment is my car. But by the end of the year, it'll be paid off. Finally, start saving money again. TCGs get pretty expensive, and booster packs are a gamble. It's fun. Yeah, no, I did enjoy doing it, and it was definitely fun. And I definitely want to, at some point in the future, be able to do it again. But I need, like you say, it's expensive, and I need to only do it when I know I can afford to do it, essentially. I'm lucky I haven't had to do that. I'm in a situation where I've not had the only, like, obviously I've cut out like Pokemon calculating, but that's a luxury thing. I'm in a good situation where, oops, I didn't want to send that to the box. I can afford everything that I had before. I've not crippled myself by getting a car. But it's a dream car, and I don't need another car for a long time now, hopefully. yourself to prioritize, and now every time you think about buying something, you consider it and decide against it every once in a while. It's always good to treat yourself. You don't want to just say rigidly, no, it's a luxury, I can't have it. You need to treat yourself sometimes. Life would be boring if you didn't treat yourself. Oh my god. These eggs. They hatch so quickly after each other. Egg 1 and 2 of each set now of set 5 is super quick between them. Because I forgot to pick up eggs. I do consider myself in a lucky situation where I have a decent job, I own a house, I own a car, and I can afford to live. My situation is, I'm in a good situation compared to a lot of people. I'm very glad about that. Obviously, it's sad that not everyone can be in this situation, but I am lucky. I don't consider, I know I'm lucky to be in this situation. I don't take it for granted. I just realized I forgot to pick an egg again. Now 2 and 3 are going to be really close together, action-wise. That's good. Glad to hear it. Do I need an egg? I don't know now. No, I don't need an egg. Okay. No, I was tidying up my room earlier today, and I was like sorting out Yeah. Sometimes this gets a bit messy, and I like to clear it up for when I'm streaming without a green screen. And I was looking at my posters, and I was like, you know, Pokemon Snap. I think I might play that again. So I'm thinking about like going through Pokemon Snap again at some point. Did enjoy it. Not on stream or anything. I'd probably just do that on like in my own time sometime. But I was looking at the poster and thinking, you know, that was kind of a fun game. Might pick it up again and try again, like go through it again. I've never actually played the original Snap, but when the new Snap came out, it was actually really fun. I did enjoy it. Very different, but graphic, very good. Like that game is impressive. I like it. Obviously, because it's all on Rails, so it's a lot easier for them to do it like in a good art, like in a good way. But yeah, I was just looking at the poster and thinking, yeah, it would be fun to pick up that game again. It's been a while. I haven't played it since it first came out, so. You recently got Snap? That's cool. There's a lot of that game I haven't actually done. I went through the main like story part of it and then just stopped. So I know there's a lot of that I haven't actually done. So I think it'd be fun just to pick it up again and have a mess around with it, I think. I need another egg as well. Need to remember. Pick up the egg. There we go. I forgot to like wrong. I was like, that's not right. Okay, Squishy. Okay, 400th egg. The 100th for today. Okay, we keep going. Probably got another 50 more to do today. And then we'll probably hold off there at that point. Finish off the stream for today. She's not ready with an egg. Okay. Oh, just as she got ready with an egg, another one hatched. So now I need 2 eggs. Oh, just as she got ready again, I still... Ah! Okay, Squishy. Thank you, and enjoy your walk. Hey. Egg number 404. Shiny not found. Sorry, had to make a joke. Had to. Contractually obliged to make that joke. I'm not really, but you know, I like making it every single time. Whoa. For some reason I decided to go for a little wander away from where I'm hunting. What I'll do is, if I don't get the shiny by 450, essentially by the end of today's stream, I'm going to check my Pokedex just to see if I can see if I've seen a shiny. Because that'll tell me that there's one in my box, because I definitely haven't had a shiny Tynamo in this game before. I'm pretty sure I've not had a shiny Tynamo in any of my games before. But it'll put my mind at ease that I haven't missed a shiny if I check my Pokedex. But I'm just gonna do it at the end. Do I need an egg? I think I do. Yeah, I do. Oh, why did I do that? I think that's the first time in the whole of this hunt that I've accidentally sent Talonflame to the PC. I've accidentally sent eggs to the PC, but not Talonflame. And it is the first time. That's still the same time. All fixed. Everything is back to as it should be. You need 2 eggs. Remember, 2 eggs. I remembered. So good, I remembered. Need to pick one egg? No. Okay, good. We were talking about Snap before. This is the Snap theme for New Pokemon Snap. I've just thought about a couple of other Pokemon games, like old Pokemon games that I'd quite like to go back and play again. The Pokemon pinball games, they were fun. They were fun. I never actually owned them, but I played the Ruby and Sapphire one a lot because some friends of ours had them, or had it, and we used to go away on summer holidays with them for like. There was like a couple of weeks where we were like away together. I would play so much of it during that time. So, you know, might go see if I can dig it out from somewhere and give it a play. Or, like one of them. I don't know whether I'll play the original or the Ruby and Sapphire. But if I can find it, we shall see. But again, that's not a stream thing. Not definitely not a stream thing. Just a nostalgia me thing. I want to try playing again. What am I doing? I don't need the egg. Wait, do I need the egg? Actually, wait, maybe I do. Wait, think. I did. Okay, cool. I thought I'd just gone into the egg thing without needing an egg. I wasn't 100% concentrating. Okay, we're on to the last batch of 5 eggs. So this batch of 5 that we've got in our party right now are the last 5 for today. Okay, the penultimate egg for today. Not shiny. Okay, one more. One more egg. Okay, here we go. Final egg for today. Egg number 450. Not shiny. Okay. Well, there we have it. All of the eggs hatched for today. So what I'm quickly going to do, though, is I do want to check the Pokédex. I'm just going to pick up an egg, just so that we've got all 5 ready for next time. So yeah, I'm just gonna check the Pokédex quickly, because this shiny is like so subtle that there is a good chance that I have missed a shiny. Oops, I did not mean to speak to you. Now I'm pretty sure in this generation I can see when there's a shiny variant. I don't know which Pokemon I've got shinies of in this game. can see the shiny variant in here. Like that. Okay, cool. That's good to know. I just wanted to make sure I could do that. I just couldn't remember which Pokemon I had shiny. So now question, oh wait, there's a search feature. Search by name. It begins with T. The only problem is I just realized that Tynamo probably isn't in this Pokedex, is it? Because not all the like, that is more annoying. I forgot that there is no national dex in this game, so you can have the Pokemon in your game, but there is no dex for them. So there's no way of me to find out whether I've missed a shiny without going through every single Pokemon in my box. That would take a while. It's 450. Yikes! I was hoping it'd be easy, but that's gonna take a while. Does it? How do I? Do I have a shiny in here at all? No, I don't have a shiny in here right now. That's nice. I'm assuming it shows the shiny icon somewhere. I just don't know where it would be. Maybe next to the number, like the level. I think we're just gonna have to trust that I haven't this one. Yeah, I completely forgot about the whole national dex thing not being a thing in this generation. Like, yes, you could have all the Pokemon, but there isn't a Pokedex for them all. Completely forgot about that. As long as I'm looking in the right place, I will see if we have a shiny. And it won't take me too long to get. It won't take me too long to get. Like I say, as long as I'm looking in the right place, that's the only thing. And I don't have a shiny in here, so I have to double check where the icon is. I think I've got 15 boxes for timer right now. I think that's right. 30 times 15. 450. Okay, pretty sure I don't have a shiny in there. That's both good and bad. It'd be nice that we had the shiny, but glad that we didn't miss the shiny. Okay. Well, that is where we're going to end it for today's stream, though. We'll try this again next week. That'll be on Friday next week, the 28th. And it'll be at 9 PM UK time where we'll jump back into this. And hopefully we can get a shiny in that stream, because we'll be going over odds, if not. Because if we're doing 150 per stream, we'll get to 600, and the odds are 512, so we'll be quite far over odds by that point. So fingers crossed we can get a shiny next time. So yeah, looking forward to that. Between now and then, though, we will be back on Monday at 8 PM UK time, where we will be jumping back into Alpha Protocol, continuing our playthrough there. We are currently in Rome still. I think we're coming to an end of Rome, though, and we'll be heading over to Taipei soon to continue that story. So looking forward to jumping back into that on Monday. And that, like I said, that will be at 8 PM UK time. But anyway, that is where we're going to end it for today's stream. It's been fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching, and I shall see you all in another stream.